I'm in the presence of angels. I mean, that voice though. I got video. Yes, I did.
See you.
I got video. So good. Hi. Being here. Who's here for the first time? Okay, hey. Welcome. I love you too. I missed you too. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hi. I wore color for you today. This is it. This is it. Beautiful. Thank you. So everybody who has on color is wearing color for me for the rest of the weekend. I love it. All right, so we have questions. We have questions. Hey, 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 hey.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
Hi, Felicia.
So I know in the show there's Billy has the library with the books like Color of Ways 7 You Can Die, and I know there's like they have 1,000 or something different outcomes, but they don't get into what all of them are. I was wondering if you had any ideas on what any of them would be.
Woo. Yeah, I mean, slipping in the tub, choking on bacon, you know, slipping on pie, like, you know, because there's like the big ones, and then there are like all those little accidents that happen. I think there's a good section of just like, oh damn, you know, just in Death's library. Good question.
Thank you.
Woo! Hi!
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name?
Olivia.
Hi, Olivia.
So my question is, how is it like playing Death when you were originally like just like a reaper and then you're like automatically just woo, big guy?
That's a really great question. Because when I got cast, I always saw her as Death. They were always someone who knew. And I think that's because me, Lisa Derry, is such a fan of the show. So I walked in to this script and I was just like, ooh, the old Death. So who's the new Death? Could it be me? Could it be me? Could it? And I kid you not, I didn't know how it was all gonna unfold, but in my mind, she was always Death. And like she knew that she was gonna step in for that role. So I always had this, the way that her backstory works, let me put it like that. Her backstory was, every time you saw Death, the Julia Death, I was right there, invisible, saying, bitch, don't make that deal. Being like, can I have some grapes? You know what I mean? I was always there, and so I was privy to every deal, negotiation, bad idea that I was like, please don't make that choice. And so when he went, I was just like, I'm going to do it right this time. That's how I played Billy. That's how I played. So it were always Death. Good question.
Hi, my name is Emma.
Hi, Emma.
And my question is in the entire Supernatural series, is there an actor or an actress that you didn't get to work with, but you wish you did?
Yeah, like all of them. There were so many. I would probably say Felicia, because she's so fun, so cool, and just one of my favorite characters, and so it would have been fun to have had playtime with her. Good question. Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
My question is, how did you feel about the ending of your character ending in that scene, as well as if you could have ended your character differently, how would you have chosen to do so?
So, I mean, my character has ended so many times. Do you mean when Cassiel stabbed me in the back?
Yeah, you really did.
That wasn't nice. That's not friendly. I was just sad to go because I didn't know I was gonna come back. So I was just sad to go. And I was like, if I could have gone down in like a blaze of glory, I would have been like, how about we do that instead? But I didn't know what was coming, so. What?
Oh, I said that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, other than being stabbed in the back, I say down in a blaze of glory. Maybe in baby, you know what I mean? Just take it out of the edge. Great question, thank you. Hi.
You're awesome, and my question is, what would happen if Chuck found out that Billy wanted to throw his favorite playthings into the empty?
Ooh, I think there'd be a showdown, is what I think there would be. Yeah, no, I think there'd be a showdown. I think it would be like, all right, let's test out our powers and see who is stronger than who. But I think it'd be a fun battle. Who do you think would win? You. So I'm here, it's okay, I'll take it. I love it. Good question, thank you.
Have a good day.
You
See you
too.
tomorrow.
Hi.
Hello, darling. My name is Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
So, in the show, the original, the old Death, his thing is like fried food, junk food. What is Lisa's, like, guilty pleasure food? Thing?
Oh, sugar. Anybody else like sugar? It's delicious. It's delicious. Yeah, no, I think anything sweet, I'm more of like, I probably go down the chain of chocolate, cake, interchangeably. So I love birthdays, yes I do. But that also encompasses like cupcakes and muffins. You know, it's just a smaller cake. And then I would say hard candy is probably my least favorite, but if I'm hard pressed, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, I will. But it's sugar. If I had to choose between chips or chocolate, I would always choose chocolate. Good question. Hi.
Hi, my name's Amanda, and my question for you is if you had to choose your spirit animal, what animal would it be and why?
You know what's so funny? Because I'm always joking about, you know, trees are my spirit animals. And I know that that's not possible, but I feel most connected to trees than anything on this planet. I don't even know why, but welcome to my crazy. I'm letting you in. Leave the key under the door. I feel like trees talk to me. Like I'll sit in nature and I'll just look at a tree and have a conversation. And it'll feel totally normal until you tell people that you had a conversation with the tree. But I've always felt really deeply connected to trees and the earth and how it just, you know, a river can be so far away, but it'll always take a little bit of it to sustain itself. Like just the whole process of so many trees and bending before you break and roots and like, you know what I mean? Like all of those things have always just resonated with me more. And so whenever someone's like, what's your spirit animal? I was like, I don't know, a bird? Because it lands on a tree a lot. What animals climb trees? I'll be them. But I really am a tree. Great
Thank you.
question. What's your spirit animal?
Somewhere between a white tiger or a sloth, because like I have the fierceness of a white tiger, but I'm also really lazy like a sloth. So one of those things.
Oh my goodness, I love that so much. The lazy lion.
There you go.
I love it. I love it. That's a good one. Hi.
Hi Lisa, nice to meet you.
Nice.
My name is Julia, and I have a question because when we met your character in the show, I don't remember if you sing on that song that I love, always give me chills. What is the song that you get stuck in your head right now that can I get on?
You know what's so funny? Not just funny for me. I've actually been singing so much Tina Turner. I started practicing because we got Saturday Night Special. And And then Loud and Swain were like, how did you sing a Tina song? And I was like, are you crazy? I will not disrespect our legend like that. And then they were like, you can do it. And I had the most fun singing Tina Turner. I get why she likes her own stuff. You know what I mean? And so the song that's been in my head has been I Don't Wanna Fight No More.
Yes, favorite.
Is it a good one? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else like that song? Let's sleep on it tonight. I don't really wanna fight no more. That's a song. That's a song. Good question. Thank you.
Hey, my name's Josh.
Hi, John.
So my question is, as Billy, before becoming deaf, did you know that Dean was going to have a double cross, death and backstab like that? Knowing the fact that death knows when anyone and everyone's going to die.
You know, they never show you what's in the book as an actor. And I remember asking Jensen, I was like, what's in the book? And he's like, I was like, you gotta know. So we're always making stuff up. And so when I look in the book, I know that this is a little tangent on what you asked, but it's like every time I look at a book or I'm seeing anything, it's always information where I am not given the view. Do you know what I mean? And that's the irritating part, is when you are this omnipotent force with the cosmic scope, and then you go to look shit up, and it's blacked out. And you're like, bitch, who is more powerful than me? Who wrote this? Who took this out? Because I can't see it. Amara, was that you? Was that you? You know what I mean? So I feel like, even though there are those instances where you're just like, how did you not know? And I was like, that's how she did it.
Yeah,
That's
like,
exactly.
I thought it was like old death. It said that he knew when everyone's going to die, including God. But he didn't know when he was going to die.
Maybe he did.
Who knew? Someone had to know.
Somebody had to know.
And you know what I mean?
You know? But what we learn, look at me geeking out now, but what we learn is that when a reaper, when death goes, the next reaper in line becomes death, right? Like that's what we learn in the Lord, which I love. And so I think that scope where you're like, I'm not able to see mine is the block. And that's what every death has to experience. I can see everybody's death, but I can't get mine. Like that's the blacked out part where you're just like, God damn. And it's never what you think it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think this is my face when death went, oh. Can you do that? You know what I mean? And then you immediately get infused with all of death's knowledge. And then as the Reaper is coming into it, you're like, oh, okay. Oh, shut up. Well, that makes more sense. Oh, but now I know. They did what? Let me see that again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden it just floods in. Or at least that's how I see it. That's how I see it, and it just made it more fun to play. Because sometimes you gotta like fill in the blanks, you know what I mean? It's just like, they give you a book, it's got no words, and you're like, well, what is this? Make it up. Acting. Good question.
Perfect. Thank you.
Hello,
Hi.
my name's Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Nice to see you again. I first want to say you have just a beautiful presence, like you just like light up the room, like when you came in.
You do it. You do it.
My question is, if you, Lisa, could take the Impala for like a day or a weekend, where would you go? What would you do? What would be like your fun outing or fun place to go?
You have to go up the coast, right? Like you need to go and be like mountain, ocean, curves, swerves, downhill, and wherever that led me, I'd be okay because I'd be the coolest bitch in town. You know what I'm saying? That'd be fun. Yeah, so I'd probably go up the coast.
Yes.
Good question. And where would you go? Where would you go?
I knew you were gonna ask me that, and I was trying to think about it. I guess like I kind of really like Pennsylvania. I I'm from Connecticut, so maybe somewhere in Pennsylvania.
I like that. I'd also take it to like my high school reunion. I'd take it to weddings. I mean, I'm not just gonna take it up the coast. I'm like, I rub it in. We were actually just talking about my first time that I got to sit in Baby. Y'all know this story?
No.
No? Aw, Jensen was so nice. It was the one time that I was filming and Baby was on set and I'm just like, I am. Because I've gotten a picture with everybody now, right? Like I've gotten a picture with Jared, I've gotten a picture with Jensen, I've gotten a picture with Ruth, but you know what I mean? My book is stacked. Except for Baby. And there she is. Just sitting there. And I look over at Jensen while we're in between takes and I was like, hey, do you think I could get a picture in Baby? He's like, oh my God, of course. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Baby is like a black girl's hair. You don't just touch it. I know the rules. Okay? So he was like, well, you have permission. I was like, okay, right. Get behind me. And then he like bombed my photo and I was like, yes! It was so good. I can die now. Great question.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. So my question is kind of a two-parter. My name is Kara. So do you feel that Supernatural kind of prepared you for your other horror roles in Slasher and Chucky? And did you also find any commonality between your role as Death and your role in Slasher Reaper?
First off, thank you for watching all of that. I appreciate you.
So good at Chucky.
Oh, thank you. You can sell Chucky too?
Chucky.
Oh my goodness, that was such a fun. Jennifer Tilly is hilarious. One of my favorite people I've ever had the chance to work with. She is funny, I will say that. So, first off, good on you for writing down that question. Good on you. For anybody who's new, take notes. What was the question?
So do you feel that Supernatural like prepared you for your other horror roles with Slasher and Chucky? And with Slasher Reaper, did you find any like commonalities between your mortician role and Death?
Oh, you're gonna get into my process as an actor now. So I play characters who crack a lot. And what I mean by that is I feel that there are kind of like two not two actor types, but two emotional arcs that we're kind of either follow. We're either following the really strong, confident bitch who cracks, or we're following the insecure, fragile character who finds her strength. And so with those two archetypes, I've typically fallen into the stronger characters who find their vulnerability rather than the vulnerable characters who find their strength, right? And so when I play characters like Death, they live in every character that I play. So I have a show coming out in November called Beyond Black Beauty. Check it if you can, if you like horses. And I play it very similar to Death in that show. In the sense that very grounded, very much has a scope of the whole picture.